Hi, my name is Dustin. We are here in Boise, Idaho at the Intuit Kitchen and Cafe. Today, we're going to make some foods that could potentially improve your mood. Here's what we've been making today. It's a salmon citrus caprese salad. This is a sockeye salmon with local vertical farms spring mix, citrus segments of orange and grapefruit, and a little bit of fresh mozzarella. Salmon is considered a superfood due to its high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. In combination with omega-6 fatty acids and potassium, it contributes to heart health by reducing artery inflammation, lowers cholesterol levels, maintains blood pressure levels, and can prevent excess fluid buildup. It's all gonna make you feel better. Salmon is high in vitamins A, B, and D. Vitamins A and D are antioxidants that help fight free radicals, and vitamin B helps turn the food you eat into energy. Here we have our 4-ounce piece of raw sockeye salmon. This one's from the Columbia River, right out of Washington. Here we have our orange and grapefruit segments, fresh mozzarella, basil, some spring mix. We'll show you how to cut these segments out of these two guys right here. And for cooking, we have some canola oil here, good for sauteing. It's got a little bit of a higher smoke point than extra virgin. Our dressing will just consist of a light drizzle of a basil-infused olive oil. So you're gonna start with cutting the ends off of this grapefruit. I like to work with flat edges. That way it won't roll on you. We're gonna just run this knife down the edge here. And once we can see the pith on that, we can cut it fairly closely. And just follow the contour of your grapefruit. We're gonna use a paring knife and cut in between the pith on these. And that is how we do what's called a supreme. Heat our saute pan over a medium flame with about a half a tablespoon of canola oil. Now this pan is way too big for what we're doing here. You want to use an appropriate sized pan. This is a commercial kitchen, so I have really big equipment. You'll want to grab something that's a little smaller than this. It'll heat up faster and be easier to use all the way around. Get the oil nice and warm in here without it smoking. Kind of see it running around in there a little bit. It's still a little too chilly, so we're gonna let this heat up a little bit more. You can also use a Teflon or non-stick pan if you don't want to use the oil. It'd actually be even that much healthier for you. But if you are gonna use oil, definitely canola or a vegetable, something with a higher smoke point that will get a good sear on your fish. Here's our piece of salmon here. We're just gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on this. Sear that flavor in, helping caramelization and color. Notice here how the color is changing on our salmon with that face side down. When that color gets about a third of the way up your fillet, that's when we're gonna flip them over. If our pan was the correct heat when we put this fish in there, it should come up and release very easily. You also want to make sure your fish is fairly dry before it goes in there. That's gonna help that to not stick also. Yeah, that's looking good right there. See, nice sear on it. The color's great. This is gonna be tasty. I usually don't like to cook mine past about 125. I like mine to be medium, mid-well at the most. Dry salmon, no bueno. Transfer it to a paper towel lined plate. Get a little of that excess oil off of there, and we'll build our salad. Start with your base of greens. We have in a bowl here, orange segments, grapefruit, and mozzarella. Season these with a little bit of salt, a little touch of pepper. Our basil oil, just mix those up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and put our salmon on our base salad mix here, and we will put our orange segments and mozzarella over the top. And here we have our final plate up with a little fresh cut torn basil and a fresh sprig of parsley. Looks pretty good. Combined with all the antioxidants and omega-3s, this might just improve your mood.